Hey guys, so I've got another movie discussion for you guys today. And this movie discussion is going to be on Maleficent, which came out yesterday, May 30th. And this is Disney's take on the classic Disney Sleeping Beauty fairy tale. And so it has a little bit of a twist in this movie, and also it's told from Maleficent's point of view. So that was very interesting, and I thought they did an amazing job with this movie. I thought it was great. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So, yeah. I'm about to get into some spoilery parts. A lot of spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out and then come back and we can discuss. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into a lot of the spoilery parts. So first part I want to talk about is Angelina being cast. Angelina Jolie plays Maleficent. And I want to talk about her being cast as Maleficent. There were parts where she did great. Absolutely great. Angelina Jolie, I feel like she sort of has that presence or that appearance of being very tough, very bad in a sense. Because a lot of the movies she's done before, a lot of them are action movies, and a lot of them she plays either the bad guy or the really tough, badass heroine. And so she's really good at, I feel like she's really good at that part. And so the scenes where she had to be evil and malicious, I think she did really great at, really well. But there's also parts in the movie where they try to show Maleficent's softer side, more of her nice, innocent side before she got her heart broken and became, evil and vengeful. She was portrayed as this sweet, innocent girl. And so I felt like those parts where you had to see some of those sweeter, more innocent side to her, I felt like it was kind of hard to believe Angelina playing that part, because I don't know, maybe it was her makeup or just her presence in general, but she doesn't feel like the type of person who can really bring off that softer, sweeter, kinder side. She has a very strong presence that comes off as very tough, very dominating. And so those scenes where you had to see that other side, I didn't quite believe it as much. But overall, I think she did a great job in the role she was given. Other than that, I enjoyed the whole entire movie. I really liked the relationship between Maleficent and Aurora. Because Maleficent, at first, she kind of doesn't like, or she says she doesn't like children, so she's kind of, standoffish with Aurora. She's kind of like, ugh. And there's actually this one scene that I thought was very funny when she's looking through the cabin window and she sees Aurora in the basket when she's a baby, and she looks at her and she's like, it's rather quite hideous, or something like that. She makes a comment of how Aurora is this ugly, hideous thing, and she says, it's like a beast. And so, pretty much she nicknames Aurora Beastie, and that's like what she calls her, like, throughout the movie. Well, there's only, I think, maybe a couple parts where she actually calls Aurora Beastie, like, to while she's there, but most of the time it's just like something she says to herself. But anyway, I just thought that was a cute, funny part where she nicknames her Beastie. And I really like the moments with her and Aurora when she was little, when she's a toddler and a little kid. I thought those were sweet, cute moments, so I really like that. And Aurora is King Stephen's daughter. King Stephen actually knew Maleficent. Well, according to this version of the story, he knew Maleficent when they were kids. They used to be best friends. They would hang out and talk with each other and all this stuff. And then as he got older, he became more distant. Well, one day, the king in their kingdom, the human kingdom at the time, he orders someone to capture Maleficent, like kill her, bring me her head type of thing. And so Stefan ends up going into the other kingdom where Maleficent is, which has, fairies and all other magical creatures there. So he ends up going back to see Maleficent, and at first he pretends like he's warning her that the king wants her dead and she should trust him, and so they spend time together. They start talking and catch up, and then she ends up falling asleep, and Stefan ends up cutting off her wings, Maleficent wings, and bringing her wings to the king, as he didn't kill Maleficent, but obviously he didn't kill her, but he brought her wings to the king as proof, like, hey, I slayed her, here's her wings. And so the king at the time, he's dying anyway, and he doesn't have a successor. He doesn't have a son to take the throne, and so he rewards Stefan by making him the king when he dies. And so Stefan is the king now, and he has a daughter, Aurora. And so Maleficent, because of Stefan's betrayal, they were best friends, and he betrayed her just to gain power and become king. And so she ends up going to the celebration of Aurora's birth, and ends up cursing Aurora. We all know, I think, we all know the story of Sleeping Beauty and the curse. She pricks her finger on the spindle, falls into this death-like sleep, and she can only be awakened by true love's kiss. And Maleficent actually put that clause in there because the king, Stefan's begging Maleficent, please don't do this, don't do this. And she's like, okay. So that's why she puts the clause that she can only be awakened by true love's kiss. Although true love's kiss, Maleficent believes that it doesn't exist. So she thinks that, the curse will be unbreakable. And she made the curse to be unbreakable. No one can reverse it or take it away. And there's a part later on in the middle of the movie where, you start to see Maleficent get more and more attached to Aurora as Aurora grows up. And Aurora sees Maleficent as her fairy godmother, which is kind of funny. But, so she gets attached to Aurora, and at one point in the movie, she gets so sad and distraught that she tries to reverse the curse, take it back, but because of the way she did it in the first place, so that nothing could break the curse, no magic, nothing powerful can break it, so she isn't able to, take back her own curse. Even to her, it's unbreakable. The only way to break it is by true love's kiss. Now, what I really loved about this movie is the ending, because of who was the true love that woke up Aurora. And wouldn't you know, it ends up being Maleficent herself. Now, Prince Philip does come into the movie later on, and he does try to kiss her to wake her, but they only met for once for like 2 seconds, so it wasn't true love's kiss, obviously. So he doesn't end up waking her up. But Maleficent, she comes in and she sees Aurora laying there from the curse, and she gets like really sad and starts tearing up, and she kisses Aurora on the forehead and starts to turn and walk away, and then you see Aurora wake up. And so it was Maleficent who was the true love who woke up Aurora. So I really liked that. I thought it was just great, and a great twist. If they had done the original, like in the original Sleeping Beauty, and had Philip wake her up, I would have been mad about that, because I'm like, how could he be her true love? They don't even know each other, really. But I like how they turned it around and had Maleficent do it. As it just shows, true love doesn't have to be like a romantic boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife type of thing. It could be familial, it could be friendship, and it just shows, that there are different kinds of true love. And so I really like that about the movie. And I really love the movie overall. One other thing I was going to mention, the sort of sidekick of the movie, Diavol, I think is his name, that is like always with Maleficent. He was a raven at first, and she turned him, like she'll sometimes turn him into a man so she can talk to him, and then she'll sometimes turn him into a horse or a wolf, or at the end she turns him into a dragon, whatever she needs him to be at that time to help her. But I really liked this character. He had some funny moments, and yeah, I really liked him. Anyway, so overall, I really loved this movie. And I would definitely recommend going to see it. So once you've, now that you've seen it, because you should have watched this video if you haven't, but now that you guys have seen it, let me know in the comments down below, what did you think? What were your favorite parts? What did you think about the change in the ending? So let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye!